I'm Trina Whitaker. I'm the event director for the Weezer Valley Roundup Rodeo Association.
Which is where we're at right now.
We're at the rodeo grounds. Basically, my husband and I have a lot of just rancher friends and stuff that were affected by the fires. And we were out till the fire hit Saturday night-ish.
Yeah.
And we were out till about 5 o'clock in the morning, evacuating campers and horses and things like that.
Campers being like a lot of like the ranch staff that stay out there, or just people that just live out there?
People, we were on Facebook scrolling and we saw people that had help us move our camper. That's all we have left to live in.
Oh, dang.
So my husband went out.
Literally people's homes
that we were moving, and we actually just took the last fifth wheel back to the house today. That's what we were out doing before we got here. So, yeah.
Yeah. So I know you're collecting not only food, but also supplies for the ranches. I heard you mention hay before. What's the need look like for the ranchers themselves? How have they been impacted?
Most of the ranchers have lost all their fencing and all their grazing ground. So we're talking hundreds of head that have died, and then we're talking several more thousand that are burned and hurt from the fires itself.
So I'm going to ask a city folk question.
Okay.
When you say several hundred head, how much money are we talking? Millions?
Hundreds of thousands, if not millions.
Yeah. And that's like their equity in their ranch that now, when it comes time to
$2,000 to $4,000 a head.
Times
For an adult cow.
Just for cows itself and losses, not to mention the amount of feed that they've lost. Because all that grazing land, I mean, we're talking millions of, thousands of acres, but millions of dollars in feed for the cows.
And we're talking feed. You're talking about just naturally what's growing out there? Okay.
Grazing.
They graze on all that land.
Okay.
So all summer long into the fall and even into the winter, they're out there grazing, and that's how they feed all those cows.
And so we were talking about loss of fencing. Obviously, that land's not going to be usable for a good period of time. So what does the recovery for a rancher look like? You have to build new fencing on pristine land that hasn't been burned to enable next year's.
There's not much that hasn't been burned.
Right.
So they have to build up all the fences back. Most of the fences back have to be burnt or rebuilt. And then they have to pull all their cows in and keep them close by in corrals for now, just so they can feed them.
Yeah. So, that logistically, that's got to be a challenge, right? Because you're having to manage where the fire is at, figure out where the cows are at, and then somehow figure out that transportation plan, not just for yourself, but for all the ranchers in the area. I'm sure there's probably a crunch in trailers.
Yes.
What does that look like?
Yeah, right now we're actually putting feelers out just to get people to help with the transport of trailers and the hay and the feed and even just the cattle to bring them down off the mountains.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Here, mostly, we are focusing on feeding those people. So
feeding the people and the cows.
Feeding the people and the cows. So today we took up food like fresh hot dogs, hamburgers. What else did we take up? We took up beans, spaghetti. We've taken all kinds of food out today. Specifically
not just for the ranchers, but also for the firefighters.
Right.
So far, specifically today, we just got back from doing a run of a bunch of ranchers that were out building fences. They were just building those small corrals, and we fed probably close to 100 people out there.
Yeah. So could you imagine being up here, trying to build a fence, 100-degree heat? What's the air quality here right now?
Awful.
I guess it get worse as I was driving out here.
I even look, honestly, because we've been running so much. So we are averaging 3 to 5 runs a day out to the fire lines to feed the firefighters.
You're in the car, air conditioned, hopefully.
For a little bit of it. Yeah.
And then, but there's people out there working, building these fences, transporting the cows, working on the fires that are having to deal with this heat and the smoke, watching their livelihoods potentially burn down in front of them.
Absolutely.
So has the fire out here actually burned structures?
Yes.
Do we know how many?
We do not know. The last number that was actually announced at the meeting, Sunday or Monday, was 5. But
5 structures.
I've heard up to 12.
Up to 12.
If not more. The biggest thing is even the county sheriff's department, they're so busy right now, they haven't had time to assess damage.
Yeah. And that's
kind of across the board right now. Everybody is still trying to figure out what is lost. People don't even know if they have homes or not still.
So I'm looking around and I see we got a pretty good stock. For what you have here, how long is this going to last?
Probably 2 days.
2 days. And
if we're lucky, yeah.
Do you have an estimate when the fire will be out?
They said they're at 82% containment right now. talking to the firefighters themselves, because we're out there talking to them every day, feeding them.
Yeah.
They're hoping that they won't be here till they're hoping they'll be only through the end of next week.
End of next week. So we need roughly, 5 times what we have here just to get through the current.
We are slowing down a little just because they did finally get some big caterers in that are helping pick up some of the food slack, but that only feeds them when they come off the mountain.
Yeah.
And they're up there for sometimes a day or two working on those fire lanes.
So I'm a city boy. I'm from Boise, Nampa. And so a lot of our donation base comes from that. I delivered from downtown Boise. What should I tell those folks that what can they best do to help you guys out here? Is, more protein? I don't know how I can get you hay, but
luckily the Red Cross has paired with us. So
Okay.
anytime I have like a food need, I've been able to text them.
Okay.
I've got 3 people that I work with round the clock. And if I say, hey, I need burgers or I need buns or I need whatever, they typically have a truck to us that day. So we haven't really struggled with food so much lately because Red Cross has been able to step in and help supply the food. Well, they have the contacts. They contacted the Idaho Food Bank and so forth. So food-wise, we've been able to keep up pretty well now that we have those extra contacts. Our biggest struggle that we are having is the protein tubs for the cows.
Protein tubs for the cows.
Yes.
So is there like a centralized way folks could like donate to?
We do have a Venmo that they can donate to, or people have been mailing checks in. There's a couple other places to donate here locally, but ultimately things have been filtered through us.
So is there like a run on these protein tubs locally? Do you guys have enough locally? You just need to buy it, or do you?
Pretty much anyone locally has either donated all they have or we bought it from them.
Okay.
Like everybody locally.
So there is a need to get some
sold
from out of the area.
So
here.
we're trying, that's kind of what we're trying to do now is more raise some funds up so that I can like call the manufacturer in Utah or Arizona and see if they can just take
Ship
a truck
some.
up here or something.
Okay.
Because these protein tubs, they've lost so many cows and we know we have hay and things, but the cows are like, I've seen them. They're literally burnt. They're covered in ash. Their eyes are swollen. Their feet are burned. They're walking on these hot spots. Just to get them to survive, we're trying to get them as much protein and nutrients as fast as possible.
Okay.
These protein tubs typically last like a week.
Okay.
When you put them out there, and they're gone in a day, if not 2.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And so like overall need for these protein tubs, how much money are we talking?
I don't know. We're averaging the 200-pound protein tubs are about $150 a piece, but people are giving them to us at quite a good discount, obviously.
Yeah.
We've already gone through probably 1,000 pounds of protein tubs,
Oh, more than that.
if not more. Yeah,
I would say
agree.
more like 5,000 or 6,000.
5. Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Because we had 5,000 donated immediately.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
you're right. Sorry, I'm thinking like 10,000 pounds.
So there is a pretty strong financial need for these tubs to ensure that the cows that have been injured survive. So now